Hey everybody, welcome to your November 2022 Astrological Forecast. A special shout out to my subscribers for your continued support, for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to subscribe, okay? Check out the links below in the description box. There's one to my website if you would like more information on chart services that I offer. And there is another link to something called Ask Me a Question, which is for those of you who only need to know maybe one or two things about your chart. And there's also a link to my email address where you can just email me and ask me whatever it is you want to know. It's a lot easier that way, okay? So let's get to your forecast. Hi Virgo, welcome to November 2022 Astrological Forecast. So, let's see here. Planets are in Scorpio at the beginning of the month. The Sun is in your third house where you have the sign of Scorpio. Okay, up until the 23rd. Venus is here up until the 16th and Mercury's here up until the 17th. Excuse me, sorry. So anyways, your third house is your everyday life, more or less. The places you would normally go to, people you may encounter throughout the normal course of your day. It's your neighbors, it's your siblings and cousins, it's your neighborhood, your immediate area. It's also local travel and big communication house, okay? Mercury is the natural ruler of this house, and Mercury is your ruling planet, okay? So anyways, this house also governs like regular postal mail and email, voicemail, any kind of communication, period. So I would have to say that, you know, this area of your life has increased in some way or other. A lot more communications with your neighbors or something, or even siblings, okay? But a lot more maybe mail, any kind of mail possibly. There is actually a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, okay, on the 8th, in your 9th house where you have the sign of Taurus. It's directly across from your 3rd house. So both of these are the big travel houses. 9th house is long distance travel though. It's also foreign anything, foreign countries, people, foreigners, you know, foreign languages, whatever. Many things. But, you know, you have the planet Uranus transiting in your 9th house also for a couple years now, you know. So you could be a little bit accustomed to, like, dealing with people who have completely different backgrounds than yours, or speak a different language, whatever, different culture, different philosophy. The 9th house is also the house of higher learning, okay? Well, I would have to say, though, and it's also legal matters, but I would have to say that you could receive some kind of unusual communication, whatever way, you know, through the regular postal mail or a phone call or something or other, that, I don't know, like brings some kind of news. It could be in regards to a legal matter. It could be in regards to, let's say, like a class possibly. Maybe you either teach or are taking part in some kind of class. Full moons are here to bring things to the surface, okay? So they can be dealt with and then done away with. So you may actually have a difference of opinion, okay, with, let's say, like your neighbors. Could even be family members, okay? And, you know, you let bygones be bygones, right? But, you know, maybe they don't. You know, this is like around voting period here in the U.S. So there could be something political even, you know, that somebody wants to get into with you. So, you know, you're allowed to have a difference of opinion. But you could encounter someone who doesn't seem to think so. They could be trying to convince you to think their way or whatever. Just like, you know, pushing your buttons just to do it. So just keep that in mind, that possibly around that full moon lunar eclipse, and the effects of an eclipse usually last a little bit longer than normal, that you could have some kind of conversation even with somebody, and it could be a neighbor, even one of some a nosy neighbor or something that I don't know, has political signs even in their yard, and they maybe you do too, and it's the opponent. I don't know, but it could just be somebody just messing with you, So just remember the whatever you say, because it will have a little bit of a lasting effect. Okay. Now, the sun moves into Sagittarius, into your fourth house where you have Sagittarius, okay? There's a new moon here on the 23rd, and Venus moves here on the 16th. Mercury moves here on the 17th, and the sun is here on the 22nd. So your fourth house is your home life, your family, where you physically live and the people you live with, a roommate or family, or even if you live alone, it's just like your physical dwelling. Okay, it's also your personal life, and it's your past. Okay, your past and your childhood, your very foundation, how you were raised. Okay, now Mars is in Gemini up until March. It's an extended period of time in this sign, and where you have Mars in your chart is your 10th house of your career and your public persona and how you're known by reputation professionally and personally. So this planet went retrograde, I think, on October 30th, but at the end of October, so it's just begun, okay? So you could be like, somebody could contact you possibly about a position that you were interested in the past, either working with someone, or it could be, if you're self-employed, a client that you sought out, but they weren't ready for you then or whatever, so now maybe they are. But you could hear about past positions that you've held or something that you've expressed interest in, and they could contact you while this planet is retrograde, okay? But it could be like when it comes to your family or your life, the way you're living your life, your lifestyle even, maybe, when you applied for these positions, your life was a certain way, and you were able to, I don't know, devote more time to your job or something, or your career or whatever. And now, since you didn't hear from them, or you didn't get the position you were after, you went about your merry way, and just did, you planned for yourself. You don't have to keep anyone else in mind, right? You're just doing what's best for you. And then all of a sudden, this other opportunity may possibly come up, and it just kind of throws everything kind of like out of place, because you're having to weigh the pros and cons of, giving up something possibly in your personal life, okay, in order to pursue some position, or whatever, if it's worth it, it is. If it isn't, don't worry about it too much. I'm just saying something like that could come up right now. Or even in your current position, if you do work, if you're still, you're not retired or whatever, your job could take up a lot of your time, okay? Or maybe has been. Maybe you're having to deal way, way too much with a higher up. Any other time you don't have, these people aren't around you. But because Mars is here, it's making you rub elbows with people that are in some kind of position of power, and that more than likely a lot of times is your boss, So anyways, though, the new moon, it begins a new beginning in your personal life, your home life, your family. You could make some kind of purchase, long time wanted purchase for something for your home, or it could be something personal, but I believe that your focus is going to be on your home life for a while. Your opposite sign, Pisces, has Jupiter in it again up until like December. So you have really nice like friendships and partnerships with someone, business or romantic. This is all occurring in your 7th house where you have the sign of Pisces. Like a missed opportunity even could come back around for that, to go into business with someone, or to You know, it could be romantic, doesn't necessarily have to be, but an old friend possibly even coming back into the picture. Okay, an old friend that, I don't know, whatever, for whatever reason, they're just like, they're back in your life. Okay? The best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Virgo on the 17th, 18th, and 19th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Pisces, and those dates are the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 30th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 12th, 13th, 14th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. The best time for money is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. The best time for your career is the 9th, 10th, and 11th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So anyways, you guys, you know what? Don't forget to check out my weekly forecasts, okay? And I'll see you then. Goodbye.